Hi, my name is Rikin, and it's tough for me to answer the question what makes me happy as a man, um, simply because I don't. I think the things that make me happy as a man are the things that make all people happy. Um, I think they're pretty universal. I think maybe the things that make us unhappy are more unique to specific genders. So I'll just try to think about the question from what makes me happy as me, regardless of my gender. And I think that is, I'm really actually happy now, and it makes me sad to think about it because it's hard to let in. Um, I don't trust it because for so long I didn't feel this way, and if I look at it intellectually, I know I'm doing a lot of things to take care of myself. For a long time, I was working towards kind of moving up, and it occurred to me a few years ago that maybe I should get out of that race and try to expand out rather than move up. And it was really painful. It was really painful to, at first it was really fun. Felt like I had nothing to do and I could just do whatever I wanted. And then it felt really painful to not have a structure, and to gain meaning from my job or what people thought of me and from my successes or the money I made. And then I got to a point where it kind of just cracked and got really, really unhappy. Um, and a lot of unhealthy things were involved with it. I didn't feel very good about myself. Alcohol makes me unhappy, and there was a lot of that involved. I mean, I still drink, but not in that specific way to almost punish myself. And in the last about year and a half, I found quiet really helps me. Meditation, just being by myself, and but being by myself in a very specific way, because I used to be by myself in a way where I believed the voices in my head, and now I try to be really kind to them. I've kind of nurtured and continue to nurture every day this really kind voice in my head. And I don't know if it has a gender. It's sometimes a man, sometimes a woman. It just feels like a really kind parent who's saying it's okay to feel that way. And it's okay. You're doing all right. You're doing the best you can. It's okay. Self compassion is probably the leading source of my happiness. And maybe that's hard for a lot of men. I know a lot of men, including myself, with a lot of issues, still have trouble accepting things the way they are. Um, Gratitude comes from that. Just looking for simple things and not big things. That's very much a thing I used to do. I used to look for huge things I had to be grateful for, and now I try to look for really small things that exist in this moment. Like everyday, boring things to be grateful for is kind of a basis. Um, I have kind of a cool made up job that pays pretty well and that I've kind of invented for myself that allows me to take advantage of skills about myself that I really like and have fun with. And even then, I occasionally say, well, I should be doing more with this. Back to where I started, the idea of I'm really happy now and I can't let it in. I can in moments, and the gratitude helps me to have moments, but I'm terrified I'll lose it. Um, it's easier to be really, really comfortable being unhappy than to be happy. Giving myself permission to be happy is very vulnerable, very risky. It's brave to be happy. I'm trying. So yes, I'm happy, but maybe the thing that could allow me to really feel that happiness consistently is to go back for a second. How do I know I'm happy? I keep saying that is because I do feel moments of joy I can't explain, and I don't mean joy in a huge way. Again, huge doesn't work. It's simple, basic, but I feel gratitude and kind of wonder, and obstacles for a moment start to feel like adventures, and dead ends feel more like possibilities, and my mind's a lot more quiet, and I'm in my body more. It feels like happiness, and like I was saying, maybe the key to feeling that more frequently is, I think, and I hope, because this is what I'm doing, is to continue to nurture that voice of self-compassion that allows me to feel safe in this new feeling, because vulnerability doesn't feel safe to me, and I don't think that's necessarily just a male thing. I think that's a human thing, but I don't feel safe because if I'm happy, people can attack me for being happy, and everyone feels bad or will commiserate with the sad guy, but the happy guy, what's he on? What's his problem? But to be that, I'm increasingly getting comfortable with, and I think that's really the key for me to have, to feel safe in feeling vulnerable, to not know, and to have my happiness mean more to me than the outrageous slings that are shot at fortune. Yeah, I don't really know if I have a point, but that's what I thought I'd say. Hope it's helpful. And if you'd like me to clear up my thoughts a little more, I could try doing that. Thank you to whoever's looking at this, listening to this. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye.